Hey, welcome to our episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. This is a beer that I didn't realize I had already reviewed 5 years ago until just now. I went to look it up, I Googled it, and my review was the first one that came up. I was like, I don't remember having this, but anyway. Got this on Tavour, which is probably where I got it 5 years ago. This is from Weldwerks Brewing out of Greeley, Colorado. Coffee Coconut Stout. Imperial milk stout with toasted coconut, coffee, and milk sugar. It's 8% ABV. Doesn't really say much about it on the can. It was canned February 27th, so less than 2 months ago, like a month and a half ago. Anyway, pour it into the stout glass. I feel like I haven't used this in a while. It's a lovely dark brown, ruby red coming out of the can. It looks black in the glass, but it's not. It's super dark brown. I actually don't get any ruby red highlights, but anyway, got a big... 3 fingers of the car wash sponge foam, but it has faded down to just a coating here. So let's give the thing a smell. Wow. Oh, wow. This smells like Starbucks or something. It's like equal parts coconut and coffee. Yeah, it smells pretty sweet. Kind of smells like a cookie or, obviously you can call this a pastry stout. Yeah, it's like the coffee that's like in like a canned coffee, like the nitro, like a cold brew. Just smells like super, super creamy, which I guess would be the coconut. I wonder if it's like actual toasted coconut or just like coconut milk or what. Yeah, it just smells like coffee and coconut. So let's give this thing a try here. Cheers again. Wow, that is sweet. Yeah, when I was smelling it, I'm like, this smells like one of those like Starbucks drinks that come in a little glass bottle that you can get at the grocery store. Like one of those Frappuccino things. It's kind of how it tastes. It doesn't taste like roasted coffee or even iced coffee. It tastes like a coffee flavored beverage. I will say it does have like a slight kind of toasty note to it. So maybe like it's, slightly toasted coconut. It does not have like an oily kind of, either a texture or flavor to it. It doesn't taste. A lot of coconut beers, they taste like you're drinking sunblock. I'm not getting that at all on this one. Like I said, kind of tastes like a cookie. And I would say it's, pretty sweet. The coffee is... It's kind of like a suggestion as far as like the flavor, or as far as like the bitterness, because a lot of times breweries will use coffee in an imperial stout as kind of like a replacement for hops. I'm sure there's hops in here, but maybe it's just like I would probably say there's like a slight kind of peppery or spicy kind of hop in here. It's definitely not citrus. It's definitely not piney. And oddly enough, I'm not really getting like that lovely roasted character, which I like in an imperial stout. I love when you can just like taste like the actual coffee like you would have, for breakfast, or like the actual roasted malt, like a really deeply toasted piece of toast. I think 8% was like the perfect potency on this one. A lot of times, I get these pastry stouts off Tavour and they're like 10, 11, 12% ABV and just like total boozy, like syrupy things. This one, it definitely feels lighter than 8%. It has, plenty of flavor for 8%, for sure. I'd probably put it at medium full body. It's not quite the same thing as like, like Bourbon County that's like, kind of like motor oil or something, Carbonation, probably about moderately low. So moderately high body, moderately low carbonation, very smooth. Kind of a creamy texture to it. Not quite as creamy as like Guinness or something like that, but it is a milk stout, so you are going to get that creamy texture. Yeah, this one's really tasty. And like, what's nice is like there's no like jalapeno kind of thing from the coffee, and like there's no like astringent like fake kind of chemical presence in there like I get like in a lot of like a lot of ciders that have added fruit or whatever flavor to them. I'm not getting that on this one. This is one of the better pastry stouts that I've had, at least in a long time. So, but before we get to the score, gotta plug Tavour. This is only $6.99 on there. I'm surprised. So scan that QR code. Use my referral link in the description box. That'll get you $10 off your first purchase. I'm trying to get them as a sponsor. All right. So my score for the Coffee Coconut Stout. I really like this one. Tastes really good and it's easy to drink. What's not to like? But by the way, 8% like is not coming through at all as far as like warmth or heat or anything like that. Yeah, I probably like Last Snow a little bit better than this, but yeah, for a solid Imperial milk stout, pastry stout, whatever you want to call it, this one's really good. I'm thinking like 8.5, maybe 9. I have to think about it. By the way, follow me on Instagram or Untapped because sometimes I do tweak the review between now and then. So if you watch all the way to the end, you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for Saturday. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.
Coffee Coconut Stout. Well, definitely the label looks way better than the last time I had this.